9 Jeep Wrangler X Unlimited. Customer states it randomly goes into reduced engine power and the lightning bolt flashes. First, I could not get it to reproduce the issue at all. And by the way, this is a post office Jeep. The customer told us that they put a new tip-em, a new accelerator pedal in it, this and that. This wiring is horrendous. What I did find underneath from the customer is at one point somebody had jumped the pink and gray wire from the PCM away from the tip-em because I assume at one point they had a problem with this run start relay that's inside the tip-em. This thing has got a lot of open and messed up wires. It's gonna need a whole new harness because nothing's wanting to stay clicked together. None of the hold downs, nothing. They're not wanting to stay. Hey, how are you doing? Let's show you what the customer complaint is, because now I can reproduce it, and it's funny how I can. Alright, let's start it up. Alrighty. So, take a peek at this. This is kind of funny. So if I take and shake this, I can get it to, see, it's a little bit of shaking, and it gets it to mess up. I also found that if I went and reverse brake torqued it, it would go into reduced engine power. So we shut it off. Let's try to start it back up. She's running good now. Check this out. We got this purple wire here that's shorted, or open casing, I shouldn't say shorted. We've also got our pink and gray wire back here that runs all the way up through here and what I was talking about earlier. And then buried deep in the valley down here, right up in the valve cover area, right in there. On the short down here, you see it sparking. Woo. If I didn't show you before, these are the codes, or some of the codes we had in it. But I want to focus on the engine, which the accelerator pedal, the cam sensor, etc. All of those have been replaced. So I'm going to have Decker wiggle the wires down there by the valve cover, and we're going to see if it's going to go into reduced engine power, which it should. Alright, start wiggling the wires. Oh, and went right into reduced engine power and stalled. That's a good one. But I'm going to say we have a wiring nightmare on our hands, and most of it is down buried in that gully that is pretty hard to get to. So that's why I say it needs a new harness. We're going to do our best to fix some of the issues to get them by for now, but they are going to need a complete harness. I've never been one to really say you need a complete harness, because usually you can fix it, but there's a bunch of burnt, melted, chafed wires down there that who knows what else is hiding that we're not going to see or find. And the customer apparently had the tip-em replaced because they had a problem with their AC, which I guess it did fix the AC, but shortly after it started acting up again and keeping the fans on, which ended up being this pressure sensor here. One last thing here, you could see some kind of communication wires, whether it be in vehicle speed, etc., are chafed right there. Why do we always get these headache vehicles? I know why we get these headache nightmare vehicles that are like this. It's because I post videos of them being fixed and repaired. But what you're not seeing is this took a day and a half to locate and track down, because it wasn't as simple as shaking the vehicle at first. And then it was. Y'all have a great one. We're going to try to fix this spaghetti wiring nightmare.